Hello Collective, thanks for joining me. I'm just preparing some cards for today's little reading. I thought I would just see what comes up for you, so whatever you're needing to get some clarification or guidance for, that is what we will be looking into. So this is either your situation or a situation that you are connected to, someone you're connected to, or a situation. Okay, so bear in mind these are general readings, so not everything will be for you. You will know the bits of information that resonate specifically from the perspective that you're viewing this from, and feel free to change the role and gender to that suits your situation the best. We have Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So Temperance, Ace of Swords, Page of Wands, and the Star. So Collective, that Queen of Wands could be yourself or could be somebody that you are connected to, a situation. With the Temperance here, we're being shown here that not only, whether you're male or female, not only are you protected, there is some kind of truth that is also being protected. It feels that there's a connection to confidence with speaking your truth or standing your ground as a truth is unfolding. With the Page of Wands, there's something that's connecting to moving forward fearlessly, or an excitement to see what's unfolding next. So there's a mixture of emotions, especially with this Temperance. So this could also mean a fear of moving forward into the unknown, some kind of emotions being out of balance, or you could be being made to seem a little bit off key with some things that you're coming out with. That could be something being projected to you, or this could just be your personal thoughts and feelings. My feel is that the grounding energy of what you need to be aligning yourself to would be that whatever you are doing, pushing forward, taking action on a truth aligned with your soul purpose, soul calling, your morals, your ethics, pushing forward, speaking a truth, that whatever you're saying is protected. So move forward fearlessly, because again it is being seen by higher energies, higher entities. Also as well, there's a need for, again we keep seeing this need for patience as the stars are aligning for wishes to be materialized. So whatever this Ace of Swords represents for you, whether it's conversation or taking action, there's going to be an opportunity for you to step into whatever that situation may be, that calls for you to know that you need to speak your truth or back up something that you've said, and it then progresses to the Star. So let's see if we can get more of a sense of who the Queen of Wands is, if that's not yourself, Collective, and what this Temperance is symbolizing. So we've got here the Two of Swords, so some kind of thoughts and feelings, emotions being a little bit off balance. It feels that there is an anxiety for whoever this reading's resonating with. Something about the making a decision, going back and forward, but here with the Ace of Swords, you're being called to ground yourself, know that you are, as long as you are in alignment with the truth, that a clarity of decision will be made. So if you're swinging back and forwards, or you're at a standstill with deciding, just have patience, hold fire for a little bit longer. There's going to be an opportunity that will present itself shortly. We've got here the Fool, so you are being called to move forward into the unknown. It's a card of taking healthy risks and jumping forward in faith to that is unclear for you, as in unclear of what comes next, because your dreams are being realized, they're manifesting. So the exact direction to get to that still may be a little bit hazy. So this is where you could be blocking yourself for needing every exact detail, where you're being called to just make a decision to push forward with faith, take a leap of faith, and then you will be guided to the correct path to bring you towards whatever this star represents for you, some kind of hope and wishes. We'll see if what it is that's causing this doubt for you. So with this Ace of Swords, we've got here the Knight of Pentacles. So something could have been taking its time to materialize, or you may have felt that something that you were taking action on, an opportunity wasn't going to present itself, or that could have been projected on you, where you're being called, male or female, to override that and just have the confidence to keep putting one step forward, and not think about how long something's taking, because there's a bit of a fog, like a Seven of Cups, around certain elements of this step. So you don't actually know how close you are at this point. So you're probably closer than it may feel. Yes, you're being called to have patience, but it's probably not as painstakingly divine timing as it probably already has felt. Also as well, for some of you, if it's connecting to speaking your truth, then you've probably been having to piece bits together, or put something in sequence, and maybe, like if it was at a work situation, like a presentation, you've got to go through all the steps in order for them to visualize the end goal of how you're seeing it. It feels something like that. It could just be a conversation within friends, family, or whatever it may mean, but it feels like connected to taking action on a truth, or following through with a truth, something like that. Yeah, we've got here the Ace of Swords again, which is clarifying our Ace of Swords and Page of Wands. So whatever it is, you're absolutely being called to move forward. There's a need to trust your clarity of vision at this time, even if something is feeling a little bit foggy and you don't have all of the answers. You've been pushing forward and you've got yourself this far. This Page of Wands is a door that's opening. A door of communication that is opening. So there may be someone, say, if we're going with the presentations analogy, that there may be an innovative idea that you're trying to present, and somebody within the meeting, the group, whatever it may be, can see where you're coming from. You may have been really detail orientated, which would represent the clarity of what you're saying, or the vision that you're painting. It feels that someone else in your vicinity can see where you're coming from, or where you're going with this. For others of you, that's similar, using that similar analogy, it feels that someone can see where you're going with this, and there is a sense of anxiety. So we saw the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So if that's not yourself collective, whether you're male or female, that could be somebody that is worrying about some kind of truth that's being spoken, or action being taken on it. There's definitely someone that sees what you're saying, or the direction you're heading, and there's an anxiety and a worry connected to it, and there's somebody else that sees it but in a positive light. So you'll know better than me what that is. We've got here the Sun. So yes, this truth and taking action on it will be illuminated, and also illuminated to yourself, that having the confidence to go through this process and trusting the process, it turns into a Sun positive, high vibrational energy. It is a wish being granted, yeah, again with the presentation analogy, it's like you've presented something that was quite complex, and maybe at the beginning you didn't have so many of the people on board, but as you've continued to piece it together, more and more people have been able to see the vision, or what you're saying has materialized in visualized or verbal communication form. There's something about whatever you're speaking or trying to put together was maybe a bit complex at one point, so it could have been ahead of its time, or something along those lines, whereas now the time is right and a door is opening, and it's connecting to exactly how you knew it would be, because you've been guided in that way already. So whatever it is, it has a positive outcome, and it is connected to a wish being granted. So if that would be like a presentation to get a job role or whatever, then once it's spoken about behind closed doors, it comes back as a yes, and something's granted. Yeah, so with the Nine of Wands, I was just getting that when I just said about a decision being made behind closed doors. With this Nine of Wands, it's showing that once you get your yes or confirmation, or your dreams start becoming physically manifest, that then is your time to rest. So it suggests to me that whatever you've been doing, you've been battling back and forwards. It may have been strenuous on your emotions, doesn't have to be. It could be a situation that felt like an uphill battle, and somehow you've been able to persist with your idea, your vision, your truth, and you've managed to turn a situation completely round, which is why they were showing me this boardroom situation. We've got here the Page of Wands. So again, it's the next stage, moving forward, going forward with an idea, or with a bit more confidence in your heart that you can trust your spirit guides, especially with the Temperance angel there. We can also be looking at, it could be signifying I was going to say an imbalance. So something could have been one-sided. So there's a suggestion that you've had to do something alone. It doesn't feel that it's going to be that way. You've demonstrated to either whoever's been watching or whoever's been worrying that you've definitely got the skills to go to the next level, or to manage the pressure that you've worked under. You've been able to pull it, it's almost like building something, making something, like inventing something, and then pitching it, or whether it's clearing a name or whatever it is. It's something about your persistence that has finally been able to clear the fog and the confusion. So the person that's possibly worrying about this could be that you could be taking their spot if it's to do with an employment situation. It could be somebody that's been trying to manipulate a truth or cover up a truth, and you've managed to illuminate it regardless. I'm trying to move away from the magic being thrown in, but for those that are into all of that side of things, that yes, it is suggesting that somebody's confused on how you've been able to turn something around, or how you've managed to jump from a slow moving position straight to a star position. It feels that there's also a questioning of whether you're using some kind of magic behind the scenes to realise some kind of manifesting of a dream. It basically, without the magic, it feels like a manipulation of some kind, or just something being too ahead of its time, and now a disbelief or a confusion of how you've been maybe at a standstill and then jumped so far forward. It's like, how did I miss that? We've got here the Six of Wands, showing here that there is a celebration for your work, a recognition and reward for that persistency to continue forward, chipping away at something and clearing a path, making something clear. That's coming in because not only were you able to demonstrate patience, persistence and resilience, you've done it with a clear head, or you've made something apparently clear for those that are watching. So this demonstration, whatever way it is, knowing what tools to use or how to put something together, or an explanation of something that was complicated, whatever it is, you're being seen here to be the person for the job, or whatever you're presenting, that is what's going to be a need or a want for others. There's an undeniable truth about either you or something that you're connected to. We've got here the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So again, collective, that could be you. It could be an element of the confidence that it's needed for you to do that. You could do something that is to do with alchemizing energy of some kind, and the people that you're presenting it to are associating it, say, with dark magic, for those that's into that. Or people may have be shocked of thinking that they didn't see you having the confidence to keep pushing through against all of the upheavals of whatever it is. But now they're seeing that, yeah, you are the right person for the job again, or that you're being recognized, that you're in alignment with the Eight of Pentacles, that you have mastered a skill that is now looking like a natural ability. If this Queen of Wands isn't yourself, then it's somebody you're connected to, that is also what they're looking at and wondering how you've managed to do that. So it feels for me with that Knight of Pentacles that there's slow steps that you've been taking, but with people not paying attention, why would they be? It's almost like, oh, well, I missed those steps of how you get from there to there, and there's an assumption, possibly for some, not all, that you've skipped steps or you've done something or whatever. So maybe this person is also trying to do the same, or this could be competition. If you're in an industry that you're making things, or you're an inventor type thing, you could be making like a newer prototype or model than whatever this person has already done. So there's something unique about what you're bringing forward. And again, you could have presented whatever this is at a previous time, but it just fell on deaf ears because people weren't awakened to the need for that information, or just again too early, which is why divine timing always feels so painful when people are enthusiastic of moving forward towards their goals and dreams. There is a purpose for it. So we've got here with that Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands. This Queen of Wands also could be somebody that's coming forward into your pathway to open that door for you. If this is somebody that's opening a door for you, it will be a domino effect that lots of doors open. But what your guides are wanting you to know is that it's not the old, oh, it's not what you know, it's who you know kind of energy. You have literally worked towards and earned that place, and this person could be someone within the group or the meeting that recognizes that within you and sees the potential, or whatever you're saying or whatever you're presenting, they can see your same vision and they can take it further to the next level. So it's that kind of energy. So with the Sun and the Star, we have judgment, down to you making the right judgment calls, and step by step what you've been able to do is change either a mindset of a group thinking to make a correct judgment call, or remove a judgment that was placed on earlier stages of whatever this would have been. And now they're seeing that something is apparently clear, and they're choosing to change their judgment, remove a judgment, and take a different direction. So you could be creating a shift for some of you, but it would have been literally feeling like you were swimming against the tide, but then a current has happened, which was, they're showing me the world. So yeah, something has shifted. It just feels like repitching something, or redoing something, or holding fire, and then the timing that it's been reintroduced, or that you've gave it another go. Enough time had been passed from the first time, and now it's being received with different ears, or the climate's right, or something along those lines. And so with this Nine of Wands, it's showing here that it's going to be a time for you to rest. For some reason as well, with this time to rest, getting it again, that it feels time to rest with this, that you've already got your answer or understanding, or you've done your pitch, or you've done all you can do. So now you've got to just sit back and wait for it to unfold, or wait for the reply or answer to come back. So this bit's resting without anxiety, worry, or overthinking of the outcome too much, because this bit you're not going to really know to exact detail, especially if it's the universe bringing forward some kind of blessings. It will be something bigger than you would have imagined for yourself. So whatever you were working towards, yes, you've put your all into it, but what's going to come back is something even bigger than expected. Yeah, they're showing me again a domino effect of doors opening. So you may have just been trying to either knock at one door, or speak to one mind that may change a perspective, or something like that. Whereas actually, yes, it's one person, but it's opened many. That's why you're not needed. You're not needing to be in a situation of not what you know, who you know. You've got to that element, whether you're male or female or whatever it is that this Ace of Swords represents to you. You've got yourself to there, and now the rest period is somebody else coming in and almost being the wind beneath your wings, which is why we're seeing the temperance angel there. This is a destined course or path that was needed to take. You've had the choice to quit this, stop this, or pull away, or take a different direction at any point. Again, there may have been underhanded manipulation in play in order to try and make that happen and send you off course. Doesn't have to be magic, doesn't have to be people all against you. It could have just been life getting in the way or whatever it was. But what you've shown is determination to continue on. So yeah, so with that resting that I was picking up there, we've got the Six of Swords. So this bit, again, like I was just being shown, the wind beneath the wings, which is the temperance angel. This next stage that you're in or heading into is protected, so it's moving you away, gliding. So again, they're reminding me that we just saw it may have felt like you were swimming against the current, whereas now that you're in the boat, that you're being guided forward effortlessly. You've put the hard work in, now everything unfolds effortlessly. Yeah, that is amazing energy. So well done to whoever is resonating with this. Definitely feeling that it's been long, but having the faith, definitely not giving up. And it keeps coming up, divine timing, but there's almost like a little chuckle, because yeah, I mean, how many of us are so done with the be patient and divine timing? It's kind of a killer. But when you can master it, which is exactly that magician, when you can master it, and when you can know to follow that which, so reading your environment, knowing when to push forward, knowing when to wait, it's being completely aware, like the world, of every aspect, above, below, all directions, energy, emotions, being grounded, being spiritual in regards to having the faith in moving forward into unknown territories, all of that. It's yeah, it feels, whoever you are, that you are very detail orientated is definitely what's coming up. So we've got temperance and the 10 of Pentacles. So again, it's letting you see here that whatever this is, it may be something pushing through hereditary bloodline, that you're continuing on some kind of whatever. It's showing a collaboration or working together, a 10 of Pentacles. Here with this, it shows like like say a company. It could be like Hierophant energy. It could just be the financial stability, financial and emotional stability, but something that you have worked towards. That Knight of Pentacles is slow moving, as we all know, but you're not starting that uphill journey, 10 of Wands and all that comes with it, to get to a fucking 5 of Pentacles, are you? Yes, you may have incurred 5 of Pentacles energy, some kind of loss within changes at some stage. Of course, it's inevitable, but you're not stopping there. That is what's being recognized with this, is the resilience to use your mind, your mental mind power, strength, to manifest, visualize, to pull you out of that which many get stuck and held as an Eight of Swords energy. What you've demonstrated is the ability to keep pushing on, even behind the scenes or without recognition and reward. That's why it's crossing with that. Even without the recognition of that, you're following a higher calling, and that's why it's protected with that 10 of Pentacles right there. So with this Ace of Swords, which we've had that come out twice, let's see, those cards were being a little bit anxious, it felt. So there's definitely someone feeling anxious to whatever this is. It's not feeling like it's you, collective, in regards to how's it going to be received. Don't forget, by the time you're speaking this, doing this, pitching it, you're already in a place of confidence because you've got whatever it is in line, in order. You're able to put your money where your mouth is, or back up what you've got to say, or you're confident in whatever it is that you're presenting. So we've got here the Six of Swords, so the truth will set you free. And then we've got here the Queen of Wands. My feel is, with this coming out 3 times now, that we could be looking at either different aspects of yourself or whoever you're connected to, or we're looking at a competition of another male or female version of yourself, so like a shadow self in actual person form, that it would be the opposition that doesn't want you to realize your dreams or whatever it is, or to maybe get ahead of them, or there wasn't an expectation that you would if they were, I don't know, let's say they've had more resources thrown at whatever they're doing, and they can cut corners because they've got like a think tank team that already work with them on innovative ideas or doing whatever, whereas you are just like a solo, raw, putting the work in. Yes, it takes longer, but it's authentic, and it's got that essence that holds it tight, because you don't need a think tank of people, you are the think tank. So there's something about creativity, creative expression, but having the confidence to put it into actions, backing up what you've got to say. So there's a Queen of Wands. Change the roles to whatever is fitting for you, male or female, but there's you are being elevated and bypassing someone, and that's bringing up anxiety for them, because you're coming from something authentic, and so how are they going to be able to keep up with that? It's something about when, let's just say, if it was a job promotion, that someone trying to hide you or stop you coming up through the ranks, for example, male or female, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, you've made it, or there's an opportunity and you're giving that opportunity. So now you're working in their team or their field, or you're doing with them. It's like that half smile, oh hi, oh you got it then, or something like that, when really behind the scenes they've been trying to fucking make sure that you didn't get it. It's like, oh well done, you got it. But now it's like pitted against each other. It's this one drawing off of others to present what they've got, where you are coming from a natural, raw aspect of whatever. Even if you're a musician or something like that, it's somebody could use it and do like synthesizing, but yet you're a friggin' musician that can do all of it. Long, but you can still do it, you know. But if you were to be taken under the wing with whatever resources they've got, you've already can do that, and so those resources applied to you, you're going to be skyrocketing. Someone here is recognizing that within you, and someone else also can see that, but they've tried to keep that door closed. What this message for whoever it's resonating with, or even if this is you collective, and I'm picking up on a pathway of your son, your daughter, or one of your children, apply it to whatever creative expression or whatever you know someone to spent a long time working on. You apply it to that, because doors are going to be opening, and that's what we're seeing. There's somebody that's smiling to the face of, oh yeah, I told you you could do it. You know, yeah, we all knew they could do it, you could do it, or whatever, but no one wanted to fucking give a hand up at the time, did they? So yeah, it's going to be funny and interesting. So clearly what I'm just being shown is whoever this is for, that's not going to stop the end of this underhanded whatever it may be. But what your spirit guides are wanting you to know is, fuck 'em. You've got this far without anyone's help, and now you're having the wind beneath your wings is very significant, keeps coming forward. And so there's something linking to resources that, who would your child or you or whoever this is, could be a partner or whatever it is, who would they be if they had resources thrown at them to fine-tune whatever it is they're trying to do? You know, it's like football, for example, just always doing that, and just the competition always being so high, but just randomly being put on the pitch one time, and it's that they've had an amazing day, but not by luck. They are consistently like that, but for some reason they've always been overlooked, or it's not. Someone in that crowd or that particular day is spotting them, and then they're seeing that's not just they've had a lucky day, they are always like that. It's consistency, something about you know what you get, or it doesn't matter whether they're under pressure, they're still able to deliver, to perform the same. Yeah, mental ability. Yeah, it's massive. Whoever this is for, it kind of feels as well that it's something about a child or a son or daughter or something like that, but it doesn't have to be. It's absolutely an adult as well if you've been working on something. And this isn't trying to be as well like one of the readers of like, oh, it's gonna be like a whole, you're gonna wake up in the morning and it's like fucking massive rainbow going through your house type stuff. This is something that you or they or whatever is worked towards. This was an expectation. This is a dream being realised, and somebody's demonstrated that they've put the work in to make it manifest. We've got here the world. So again, it's something that the world will be their oyster or your oyster, or it's a completion of a level ready to begin a new chapter, so closing of one and opening of another. It is something that is connected to overseas or travel or whatever it may be, but it's here with the truth, the Queen of Wands, and the world, and you've got the Temperance there. So it's protected. It's beyond the point of being able to stop. We've got here the Star and the Nine of Cups. So, I mean, yeah, we've got, it's self-explanatory. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, hopes, wishes and dreams. The Nine of Cups would come exactly with that. Look, all dressed up in their suit. The Knight of Pentacles. I'm ready to travel miles, but I'm going in style. Even if I've got just fucking one pentacle, I'm gonna look fucking the best of the best as I'm doing it. It doesn't matter. There's an end goal in mind, and that's exactly where they're heading. It's like, look, there's a guitar, so we picked up musician, doesn't have to be, but it's something to do with creativity. It's like having a song in your heart. You're following the tune of the universe, and you're going with the ebbs and flows. It's success. It's, you've got to keep on. That's why they say enjoy the journey, not just the destination, because there's growth within that as there's that progression, as you can see. But many people get caught or fall short because they just don't feel their dreams are realizing, that they're wasting their life focusing on one thing that's never going to be. If you can't leave something alone, it's because your inner calling keeps bringing you back to it. Like the reading said at the beginning, you could have been doing something that was before its time, or people weren't ready to receive it at that point, but you still were able to do it. You still mastered it. It was still on the back burner, or it's there ready to go at any point. There may have been other aspects of that you needed to tools to acquire, things to learn. Either way, with the Star and it being clarified with that Nine of Cups, it lets us know undoubtedly that this judgment call that you've made, and now a judgment that's being made by others, is linked to the Sun, which is happiness is guaranteed to move you forward to the next level, or whoever it is. And just with that Knight of Pentacles clarifying at the bottom of the deck, it is the world. It is that cycle that's completed. You started as a Knight of Pentacles, and you took that slow, painstakingly divine intervention, divine blooming timing and all of the rest of it, but you've been listening and hearing the calling, evolving spiritually and mentally, and so enjoying the ride, and then seeing that the cycle's closed out, it's time to rest and receive. And that's exactly how it is. This is amazing energy for either yourself or whoever's connected. And absolutely, I can understand why the opposite, the King of Wands, Queen of Wands, whatever that it may be for you, why the one that's in the reverse, the shadow version of yourself, I absolutely get their anxiety, because it's like, oh yeah, I knew you would do it, or glad you're here. Yeah, I did try and speak to them, but they didn't, you know, it's that type of fucking, they were blocking you, fuck them, is what your guides are saying. Didn't need them anyway, it just made you stronger. And now it will be, let's see, if there's a competition that's on the table, it's the next level where you, your daughter, your son, or your fucking aunt, uncle, whoever this may be, is going to be ready to pull out all the stops, because that is what confidence looks like when you've mastered not only yourself, but a craft that is intricate, is a need for every precise aspect of, no cutting corners, like the manufactured side of it is. Okay, so loving that energy for you. Let's take a look and see what this is. Please like, subscribe if this is resonating with you, and absolutely share it to whoever you feel that this reading is talking about, because they need to know that whatever truth they've spoken or whatever action they've taken, whatever it may represent for them, that Ace of Swords, that it's worked, and something's going on behind the scenes that may be outside of their awareness or knowledge at the minute, which is why we were seeing this bit, the Page of Wands and the Star card being a little bit Seven of Cups, a confusion or like a little bit foggy, because the exact pathway to there is probably being shielded by your spirit team to make sure that there's no physical manipulation in play. Yeah. So just at the bottom of the deck, I'm just being shown, we've got Epiphany and then also Justice, number 8. So Epiphany, number 9, Justice, number 8. Okay, so we've got here, amazing, number 11, Strength. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, forgiveness. 5 of Raphael. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. And then finally, 8 of Ariel. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. And that's going to be the next level up. That something, yeah, that's where like a sponsor or a team or whatever it is takes whoever from one level, one pot, and opens the door, and then they do the polishing up or the fine tuning or the whatever, but the ultimate baseline is authenticity of whoever this is. Excellent. Let me just give you that again. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. Okay, so there you go. That is your little reading for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.